Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Cam just made a post, major announcement. I want to congratulate him for making 50 his new boss. So congratulations, Cam. 50 is now your new boss, and you're proud of it. Congratulations, my nigga.
Hey man, listen man, Dame Dash responds. He said, congratulations, my nigga. Like, man, make sure you download, like, subscribe to the channel, man. It's crazy how this stuff be going, man. I'm tripping off of it. Dame Dash is totally upset, but he holds his composure. He already been going through it. He just had eye surgery. He just lost his teeth, got some new teeth coming. But this here is not a surprise that 50 Cent chimes in on this whole beef between Dame Dash and Camron. He decides to get in on it, and man, he had a lot to say. When you look at what he had to say, man, shout out to Ball Alert. They say 50 Cent turns paid in full into a TV series. Dame Dash blasts Camron for joining executive producer. He says 50 Cent is gearing up to take Dame Dash paid in full to television screen, though not everyone is rejoicing. He says, in Ball Alert says the rapper and media mogul announced he's secured the rights to the beloved 2002 Harlem classic and plans to develop into a premium TV series. Even more surprising, Harlem's own Camron, who portrayed the infamous Rico in the original film, is joining the project as an executive producer alongside 50 Cent. He says, I now have the rights to paid in full, 50 Cent says, posting on Instagram. I'm developing into a premium TV show. If you like Godfather of Harlem, you're going to love this. Camron said to executive produce alongside of me, if you want it, get at him. I'm out of the country. So now let's think about this. 50 Cent, this is the art of war. These guys are not playing when it comes down to making sure that they keep their brands going and popping. But man, is Camron wrong for doing this with 50? Is Dame Dash wrong for saying that that's his boss? You know, Boogie was just reached out to by Camron's team, allegedly according to Dame Dash, and said, hey man, listen, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna book you, you know what I'm saying? And you know, Camron been doing this whole campaign of booking your ops. So right now, Dame Dash not feeling too good about what Camron is doing as a friend and as somebody from Harlem. You know, Harlem dudes don't get down like that, according to him. He's totally not with the way that Camron is moving right now. He even said it and expressed it in the video I did yesterday. But it's just tough, man, because he's been going through all these health issues. Now, alongside the health issues, he's lost his money. His money ain't where it used to be. And it seemed like now his boy Camron had turned his back on him. I don't know where Kanye is. Last time Kanye was able to reach out and show him some love, you know. But man, Dame is going through a lot right now when it comes down to his brand and just the way that things are looking over there for him health-wise. And it's really just a trip, you know, to see him having to deal with life like this. So, you know, coming from a long line of Rockefeller records, from dealing with Def Jam to dealing with Leo Cohen and all these different people, look like now he's come to his legacy ending like this if he can't turn this thing around. A real hustler will spin it though. So I'm not gonna count Dame out, but I am saying it's been a while since we've seen a resurgence from Dame doing something to where we seen him make a move that everybody was oohing and ahhing about. He talked about spending the money and making sure he did what he supposed to do for his investing, and then basically told us about, you know, all these different things, the culture vultures and everything else. And then now you look at him and it's like, damn, man, like he went on Breakfast Club and totally got down with them and told him, you know, you got a boss, and this boss is pretty much not up here with y'all at the Breakfast Club. And it's like, damn, you know, after all this, he telling them everything they need to hear about how to help them. But then at the end of the day, when you look at him and what he's going through now, it's like, damn, like, I mean, did you take your own advice? People start to look at it from that perspective. You're one of the guys that everybody looked up to, is standing up for the people. I look up to you far as the way I seen you sit up there with Andy Hill figure, and the way I seen you sit up there with Carl Kananium and address the panel when it came down to our people and our culture. So you one of the dudes that the culture look up to for that. But then you got to nail it and you got to bring it home, because people are looking for you to make a move to what's going to cause everybody to say, you know what, that's who he is, you know. And you had a opportunity that a lot of people don't have, man, when it come down to financial advantages and making the right deals up front. You and Jay, y'all make all this money, and you push this narrative, and y'all dealing with the hip hop industry when it's booming, and now all of a sudden, damn, like everything takes a turn. Well, 50 Cent has moved on. I think that's the part people got to look at. 50 didn't just lay down. No, he moved on. Now he's doing TV series, movies, all these different things, and production. He's going where the streaming is to make sure he stay relevant. And I don't know if Dame's been able to turn that like that. I don't know if Camron's jumped into podcasting. He's making money and doing his thing now. And I just don't know how, I don't know how to look at what Dame's moves is. I know he had the cookie, my son makes cookies and all that. He had that going. He also was doing some clothing, the CEO clothing line. Everybody was watching to see what Dame does next. And now it's like, damn, like, what is Dame doing? What was he doing all these years? And why is he filing bankruptcy? Why is people saying he don't have $100 in his account? And he's had some hell of opportunities when you look from afar and you see what his life is, you know, basically brought. He had the Culture Vulture book. And you're like, damn, did he sow hard bad seeds? You know, you still see him in different things. His broke, I don't think is the normal dude's broke, but it's still a thing where it's like, damn, Dame, like, man, we counting on you. I'm a big Dame fan, as I always tell everybody. Met him a time or two, and just, you know, he seemed like a guy who really, like I say, my biggest thing with Dame is he stood up for the culture when everybody else wouldn't stand up for themselves. And he stood up for people who wouldn't stand up for themselves, created opportunities for these people. And now it's hard for him to create opportunity for himself. And it's like, damn, like, man, you got to figure this out. And you can flip. But I think health and all that stuff, you can tell with the patch on his eye just the other week, and with him having to go through surgery, with his teeth having issues and all kind of stuff. You know, as we get older, these things start to take a toll on you, and that's life. But what did you do to adjust yourself so that you wouldn't be in a situation where you would be counted out for? Where's that nest egg for savings and retirement that you could have put aside? That money should have been untouchable somewhere to where you didn't have to deal with this at the end of your career. As an older man, you're not like trying to figure out ways to balance or pick things up again. You trying to ride off into the sunset and say, you know what, if I come to a point where my health fails me and I can't work anymore and I can't do this anymore, I have something and somebody to look out for me. So I don't know what Dame is doing right now. I'm still a big Dame advocate. I mean, a fan. I still rock with Dame. I'm not gonna count him out. I know already that a just man fall down 7 times, but he get back up again. I think 50M is doing what 50M is supposed to do. I think the Paid in Full is a dope move. I'd love to see the TV series with 50 behind it, because what that show did for me, as far as that movie, that Paid in Full movie that Dame did, you know, he basically killed the game with that. That was a dope low budget film that I thought was one of the dopest low budget films that we ever seen when it come down to hustling and the way we see things, you know, and just a part of the culture. I loved it. So to see 50 put his hands in it, I think it's gonna do crazy numbers, and I think it's a smart move for Camron to executive produce it, no matter how you look at it. That's what I think. But I wish they'd let Dame get in on it a little bit and not keep him out of it, because, you know, Dame's still our brother. And at the end of the day, if you have some bumps in the roads, he's still a dude, man. Let him say something on it. 50, throw him a bone. You know already you a powerful dude in what you're doing, and you know you've taken control of this thing, man. Don't let him just lay over there on the side of the road. You know he had a lot to do with that, and not give him something. Throw him a bone out there. What do y'all think? Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Am I going too far by saying 50 should let Dame play part in this too, and give him a little bit of a, you know, if it ain't a bigger role or something, to say, hey man, I was originator of this, and just show him some love? Or you think he need to leave Dame where he at and just exclude him from the whole project? Let me know what y'all think, man. Get in the comments, and just give me an understanding of how y'all feel about it, man. And hey, listen guys, I'm telling you right now, man, keep watching Boss Talk 101, because it's a thing where we doing our reviews, we doing interviews, we doing all kind of stuff. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. If you ain't subscribed already, download bosstalk101.app or Go and download it on the App Store, the Google Store, Apple or Google. And man, like I said, man, if you're still watching, make sure you guys check out this right here, man. Adam 22 going through a crazy little old loop right now. And it's crazy what he's going through, but he's into it with the Crips and the Bloods up on the East Coast, man. Crazy. But hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you'll be tripping off what he said to these folks, man. Boss Talk 101, man. Reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.